What's good, y'all? Blacksmith here, and today we're here to talk about The Mummy. The Mummy franchise has been around for a very long time, dating back to the 1930s, but the 2026 version is a very different take than what we've previously seen, helmed by director Lee Cronin, who is famous for directing films such as The Hole in the Ground and Evil Dead Rise. As one of the most hyped movies of 2026 so far, the big question is, does it live up to the hype? Let's talk about it. Lee Cronin's The Mummy follows a family who reconnects with their daughter Katie after she has been lost for about 8 years, and things do not seem to be as normal as they should be. The family begins to experience supernatural occurrences caused by Katie, and they soon find out what happened to her. And without giving too much away, that's all I can say, so let's unpack these pros and cons. The first pro I want to talk about, the cinematography. This movie's cinematography and aesthetic has Lee Cronin written all over it, and if you're familiar with the movies like The Hole in the Ground and Evil Dead Rise, which was his take on the Evil Dead franchise, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. From creepy close-up shots to unsettling rotating ones, this movie does a fantastic job at expressing to the viewers how unsettling and how terrifying the environments are and situations are for the characters. Even when nothing is happening in the movie, you could just tell by how it looks that something bad is just around the corner. Next pro I want to talk about, the acting. All of the actors did a fantastic job in this movie. Nothing seemed phoned in, everything seemed authentic, and Natalie Grace, who played Katie, gave an outstanding performance. And those are all of the pros that I have. Now it's time to dive into these cons. The first con I want to talk about, the story. As a director, Lee Cronin is great, but when it comes to story writing, this is where he falls short. This movie's story was nothing we haven't already seen from Lee Cronin from his previous film, Evil Dead Rise. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember the Mummy franchise having anything to do with the ancient evil spirit possessing anybody. There was always usually a physical embodiment of a mummy that showed up at a certain point. Who was the actual original mummy? This movie's story, and really we can lump in its execution and writing, so really that's 3 cons at this point, but this movie pretty much seemed like a borderline dumpster fire when it comes to how it was written to how it was executed. It's almost as if Lee Cronin took an Evil Dead story and slapped the concept of an evil ancient Egyptian spirit over it and called it The Mummy. It's like he took the Evil Dead Rise formula and recycled it. So really, if you've seen Evil Dead Rise, you can pretty much imagine what this is going to be like. It's almost the same thing. The next con I want to talk about, the runtime. There was absolutely no reason for this movie to be a little bit over 2 hours. You could tell at certain points in the film that there was obvious filler and that they probably just shot because they had the budget. Half of this movie could have been left on the cutting room floor and it probably would have been better, but sitting through this at a certain point felt like a chore. Overall, I enjoyed this movie just as much as I didn't, because on one hand, this isn't anything that I haven't seen before, but on the other hand, I do like what Lee Cronin has done in the past, so I got a lot more of it this time around. Like I said before, he pretty much recycled the Evil Dead Rise formula and applied it to the concept of the Mummy, and now we have this movie and it's here. And I hope this isn't showing that Lee Cronin is a one-trick pony when it comes to writing and directing, because we do have the upcoming Evil Dead Burn releasing soon, and I do want to see it, but I'll be very disappointed if it's in the same formulaic format as The Mummy and Evil Dead Rise. But we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for checking out my review. Let me know if you plan on seeing this movie. Let me know if you've already seen it and what you thought about it. Let me know what you thought about my review, and give this video a like and your boy a follow. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, peace.